Hello? So, no script, no nothing. This is strictly about a concert that I just saw a few days ago. Um, I saw Joan Jett and Billy Idol at Credit Union One Amphitheater in Tinley Park, Illinois. I got this shirt for Billy Idol, which is who I was there for. I was there for Billy Idol. Don't know a lot of Joan Jett songs. But this is if you should go see their tour that they're on together, which they have the tour dates on the back of this shirt. And the correct date for that concert, because originally it was going to be May 20th. The concert would have been, but they canceled. So, but this has the correct date on the back. Now, we're going to start off with Joan Jett, because that's who starts off the concert, performs for about an hour and a half. Now, I knew word for word 2 songs, and it's her biggest songs. I Hate Myself for Loving You and I Love Rock and Roll. I know those word for word. I know the hook for 2 other songs, just the hook, which are Bad Reputation and Cherry Bomb. Yeah. So I'm not a big Joan Jett fan. Her voice sounded alright. Thing is, during her performance, she decided to get political. That's not a problem until you realize around Chicago, a very polarizing area. A lot of people lean left and a lot of people lean right, and it's extreme right and extreme left. A fight broke out. I didn't realize what was happening, but I recorded it without realizing. Because I recorded, this was literally, I think, 2 songs in, and then she started deciding to get political. And a fight broke out. Not saying that's going to happen if you decide to go on this tour, but it is something you should kind of keep in the back of your head, because around this area there's a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds who think very differently, especially about immigration, which is basically what it was about. I might throw in the speech here. I might not, but something you should keep in the back of your head, in case she does do that. At this point, I'm pretty sure they have performed. I know they performed in Philly. I think they're performing in Pittsburgh today. I'm filming this August 17th, the morning of. But yeah, just something you should keep in your head if she decides to get political. This is in the 2 section. I should have said this. I was in section 201, row AAA, all the way on the aisle to the left. So I had the best view in that section because I was to the left and I could see the stage pretty decently. But Joan Jett sounded pretty good. Her guitar work was pretty good. It was just pretty good. It was a fun time, is really all I could say. It's basically like, having someone open for a concert that you don't know their name. Like, they're good, but you just have had no real interest in checking them out. That's basically what Joan Jett was. If you want a more detailed explanation on Joan Jett, I ain't the guy, right? But if you're here for Billy Idol, you need to stick around. But basically, just a fun time is basically all Joan Jett was. A fun time. Songs all sounded the exact same. Having everyone sing along for I Hate Myself for Loving You was definitely the best part of her set. everyone singing along to that, and also Bad Reputation right after, which was the closing. You know, everyone singing along and me singing along for the hook. Pretty good. Pretty good time. Now, this was my second ever concert, and it was my second concert within 3 days. So, I went to Lincoln Park August 11th. Paris opened up for them, and then August 14th, this. Right? So, yeah. I'm not really, big. I'm now addicted to concerts, but, that's another day. I gotta wait until October to see another concert. I'm mad about that. But it was my first time at the venue. It was my first time at an amphitheater. I technically sat on the lawn at an amphitheater, and it was a free thing. I don't count that as a concert. It was like an orchestra. There's like an amphitheater kind of thing right next to the Bean in Chicago. It was like a free concert. August 10th of 2024 is when that was. Yeah. They didn't check us, so I assumed it was free. Yeah. So yeah. My first experience at an amphitheater, and during Joan Jett's an hour and a half set, a fight broke out. Pretty fun time. Just enjoying myself. My mom did not enjoy herself during Joan Jett's set, basically in the slightest. That's really about it. I'm trying to give more detailed thoughts on Joan Jett, so I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm not the guy for that. I'm the guy for this. So yeah, let's move on to Billy Idol. Where do I begin? Let's start off with this. Billy Idol got on stage around 9:05 p.m. It took a little while to set up the stage. It took probably like 20-30 minutes, which is standard to get out the opening act and then put the actual main act there, and then boom. Also, I should say this: when I saw the concert for Linkin Park, we sat next to a guy who was gonna be at this concert, literally right next to us. That was cool. He was only there for Joan Jett though, and he only stuck around Linkin Park for like 3 songs, then left. But another day. Now, Billy Idol, setting the stage took 20-30 minutes, right? At this point, it was already nighttime. Right before he got on stage, I filmed a little thing. I hope they play Stairway to Heaven. And then my mom said, this is a Billy Idol concert. You know, that little trend that was a thing for a little bit. Yeah. So he started off with Still Dancing, besides his intro, which goes over like a bunch of his hits. He started off with Still Dancing. It was pretty good. It was really good. Still Dancing, like, he sounded good live. By the way, I should say this is his first show in North America during this tour, besides his initial stops. This is his first time back in a few months. I think he left in June. But yeah. He sounded pretty good, right? He is almost 70. You got to keep that in your mind. He is almost 70 years old at this point. I'm fairly sure this is going to be his last tour. I'm fairly sure of it. And I should say, I got my tickets $45 each ticket. This shirt was $45. So technically on myself spent $90 for one ticket, one shirt. My mom, one ticket, one shirt. So yeah, just keep that in your mind. And then like there's taxes, obviously, but keep that in your mind. Shirts are $45. It might depend on venues, but every shirt there was $45. Like CDs and vinyls were like $20 and $30. Yeah, pretty simple. Then I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure he moved on to Cradle of Love, and that was probably his most studio sounding performance he had. Which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing because it sounded too much like the studio version, which, considering it was released like 30, 40 years ago, not complaining. But you're there to hear it live. You want something to sound different. At least a little bit. It was too similar in my opinion. And then we went on to Blue Highway and Flesh for Fantasy. I'm not going to comment too much on those. But nobody knew Blue Highway there. Nobody. I couldn't hear a single person besides Billy Idol and myself. I couldn't hear nobody. Like, Blue Highway isn't the biggest song ever, but like, I figured like somebody would start singing along, considering like most of the seats were filled out. They had the lawn closed off, so they just promoted everyone who bought lawn seats. But whatever. Yeah, so that did happen. And Flesh for Fantasy, pretty similar deal, yet Flesh for Fantasy is, I'm fairly sure, a bigger song. So I don't get why, they didn't, nobody was singing. I don't get it. I'm trying to mess with my settings real quick to try and make myself look a bit better, so sorry. I can't remember the exact track list or set list off the top of my head. So I'll just go over the highlights. We'll go real negative right here. The biggest disappointment of the entire night was towards the end of the set list. Money, Money. He should never perform that song again. Yeah. Whispering his way through it, and during yeah. He's yeah. Like, it was genuinely bad. Like, my mom, because Family Guy history was that song. I ain't gonna go too far into it, but Family Guy history. My mom was genuinely literally tried to make me and her get out. Literally leave. Because of that. It was that bad. Search up Money Money live performance 2025. Think of it 5 times worse. That's basically what you end up with. That's the only song that sounded worse than any other recordings I could find. Like genuinely. I was still trying to have a blast, but I'm like, bro, what? Like, we see this too much with legends. They try to perform songs they can't perform. They can't pull off anymore. They try to do it. Like, I get if it's like a real, like your biggest song, but Money Money isn't really Billy Idol's biggest song. It's popular, like crazy, but you don't need that in the set list. Like, we see it, different genre, but let's say Guns N' Roses. There's songs that are really hard to sing on that set list that they did not need, and it completely killed Axl's voice. They have an age difference, but it's like not that big. Like, there's stuff, once you get older as an artist, there's stuff you can't perform or else you disappoint the fans. I was disappointed. Like, I genuinely don't know how else to put it. It was disappointing to see Money Money slaughtered like that. And nobody else was hyped. You could feel the energy shift, and not in a good way, as soon as he performed that song. Really only bad thing, though. Like, his voice is a little shot, but it works with a lot of songs. Like let's say, towards the end when he does an encore, there's 2 songs in there. I don't think Rebel Yell is in the encore. Hot in the City. His shot voice makes that sound better than the original. It works better with a shot voice. It works better. Same with White Wedding. White Wedding, my mom was genuinely so happy with, because he sounded good. Shot. His voice is shot, but like in a good way. It worked with the song. Like, I keep going back to Guns N' Roses, but like, it's almost like Money Money is a 25 Guns N' Roses, and White Wedding and Hot in the City was a 2006 Guns N' Roses. There's a comparison for you. Like, it was genuinely good. I'm just doing Guns N' Roses because a lot of people have seen their live performances. They're probably the biggest live performance people. So I keep comparing it to that. But yeah, genuinely a really good night. Like, also his stuff on the Dream Into It album. I really wish he actually performed the title track. That would have been fun, but he didn't. He performed 77, Too Much Fun, and People I Love besides Still Dancing. I'm surprised he doesn't perform Wild Side. Like, Joan Jett's already there, just take her back on stage. I'm surprised he doesn't. But yeah. Sounded really good on those songs. Especially People I Love and Too Much Fun. And Rebel Yell, Hot in the City, and White Wedding were definitely the highlights. I get those are the big songs, but that's what makes his voice work the way it is currently. Those were definitely the highlights. Especially Hot in the City. I don't know Hot in the City word for word like I do Rebel Yell and White Wedding. Yet I was having a blast. Like, I don't think I got it on... I got it on my mom's phone, but I don't got it on my iPhone. But if someone recorded that and was like in the pit, bro, like I hope I'm gonna actually look that up, see if I can find something, because that was genuinely so good. Like, and like there was some slow parts, like again, Blue Highway, Flash for Fantasy, those were slow. The Generation X songs, they were slow. Not a lot of people knew them, including me. I didn't know one of them. I'm fairly sure he performed Dancing with Myself. I didn't know the other one. But like that's the thing with aging rock stars. I was probably the youngest person there. I said this when walking in. I was probably the youngest person there by 2 decades. And that's not much of an exaggeration. Like, I'm 14. Like, people were shocked when they heard that and like seeing me go into a Billy Idol concert. I saw this concert on my first day of high school. Like, put that into your head. I'm a freshman. So, people were genuinely shocked. So, overall, how do I feel about this tour? If you can get tickets for as cheap as I did, and it's not too far out the way, I believe you should go. I can't speak much for Joan Jett, but it was a good time. Sorry, I just woke up not that long ago. I just had the idea to make this video, so I'm doing it. I believe you should buy the tickets. If you like one or the other, or both, preferably, I believe you should buy the tickets. Keep in mind, they are old. It's really that simple. Like, they sound really good, even though my complaints with Billy Idol. I should say Joan Jett sounds really good, but I just knew none of the songs. Like, that's really my complaint, which isn't a complaint that would apply to you if you're a Joan Jett fan. Like, look at the set list. It's pretty accurate. Yeah. I saw the set list before. Joan Jett, 15 songs. Billy Idol, 17 songs. They did that amount of songs. The set list was like 1 or 2 songs off. But, like, it was pretty accurate. The encore for Billy Idol was in the exact same order as it said, and it starts off the exact same way, just in the middle. There was a few flipped around. But that's basically it. You know, if you guys want more details, I'll put more details. If you guys want me to cover more, I'll cover more. If you guys want concert videos, I'll upload them. Words are hard. I'll upload them here. I did get quite a lot of footage. I've recorded a lot of Joan Jett's set. Probably around 30 minutes of it. I recorded almost every Billy Idol song. So yeah, if you guys want to see that, I'll upload it here. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'll see y'all whenever. Hit that subscribe and like button. Yeah, that's it. Like I don't know. Bye, I guess.